Crack the Lingo podcast.
Helping English learners speak with confidence.
Okay, weird confession.
Go on.
I can say I'm starving in French perfectly. Native accent, no problem.
Nice.
But if you ask me to conjugate the verb to be in French, nothing. My brain just goes blank.
That's actually really normal, you know?
Is it? Because it feels like my brain skipped a few steps.
It didn't skip anything. That's exactly how listening works. You learned I'm starving because you heard it, probably 100 times. Nobody taught it to you with a grammar chart.
That's true. I think I got it from a French show I used to watch.
See? That's basically the whole idea we're talking about today.
Which is?
That listening, just listening, without studying, without a notebook, might be one of the most powerful tools for learning a language.
Okay, now I'm interested. Because a lot of learners feel guilty when they're just listening, like it doesn't count as real studying.
Right, like you need a textbook open in front of you or it doesn't count.
Exactly. So today we're basically giving people permission to relax and listen.
Sort of. But wait, before you get too comfortable, let me push back on myself for a second.
Oh, that's new. Go on.
Because it does sound almost too easy, right? Just listen and you'll learn English. People pay for classes, buy books, hire tutors.
I was actually about to say that.
I know you were. I could see it on your face.
So is it too easy?
No, but it's not magic, and it's definitely not the only thing you need. Grammar still matters, speaking practice still matters.
Okay, good. For a second, I thought we were about to put ourselves out of a job.
Don't worry. Listening does something grammar books can't, though. It gives your brain real, natural examples over and over in context. That's how babies learn their first language. Years of listening before they ever say a full sentence.
True. Babies listen for a long time before they say anything.
Exactly. We're not saying throw away your books. We're saying listening deserves a much bigger place than most learners give it.
All right, I'm convinced. Let's get into it.
So here's a question. What's the difference between hearing something and listening to something?
Aren't they the same thing?
Most people think so, but no. Hearing just means the sound reaches your ears. It's automatic.
Oh, like right now I can hear a dog barking outside, but I wasn't trying to.
Exactly. That's hearing. Listening is different. It means you're actually paying attention, trying to understand the meaning.
So hearing is passive and listening is active.
That's a great way to put it.
So when people say, I listen to English podcasts every day, but my English isn't improving, maybe they're just hearing them?
A lot of the time, yes, it's playing in the background while they cook or scroll on their phone. Nothing wrong with that. We'll get to background listening later. It actually has its place. But if that's the only kind you do, you won't improve much.
So how do you turn hearing into listening?
You tune in. Give it your attention, even for 10 minutes. Follow the story. Notice the words you don't know instead of letting them pass by.
Tune in, like tuning a radio?
Exactly that.
Okay, I'm going to use it. I tuned in to what he was saying. That works, right?
Perfectly natural.
Good, because honestly, I don't always tune in when people talk to me. Sometimes I'm just hearing them.
I noticed.
Rude.
Can I tell you something that happened to me years ago?
Please, I love your stories.
So back when I was learning Spanish, I had this brutal commute, almost an hour on the train every day.
Oh, that's rough.
It was. So I started putting on Spanish podcasts just to survive the boredom. I wasn't studying. I was just listening, half paying attention, honestly.
So hearing, not listening.
At first, yeah, exactly. But after a few weeks, something changed. I started actually following the stories, understanding the jokes before the host even finished the sentence.
Wow.
And then, one day, I still remember this, there was a word, desahogarse. It means something like letting your feelings out, releasing stress by talking about it. I'd heard it maybe 15 times over 2 months, and I never once looked it up.
You never checked the meaning? That seems risky, honestly. What if you'd built the wrong idea of what it meant?
Fair point, actually. It happens sometimes, but usually if you hear a word enough times in enough different situations, your guess gets pretty close.
I don't know. I think I'd have to check. I hate not knowing.
See, that's the difference between us. I'm comfortable sitting in not knowing for a while. You want to fix it immediately.
Guilty.
Anyway, one morning on the train, the host used it again and it just clicked.
It clicked?
Yeah, that's an expression. When something suddenly makes sense, we say it clicked, like a light bulb turning on.
Oh, I love that. The meaning wasn't taught to you, it just arrived.
Exactly. Little by little, my brain built the meaning from all those times I'd heard it in context.
Your brain was quietly doing homework you didn't even know about.
That's a really good way to say it.
Thank you. I have my moments. Actually, quick question for whoever's listening.
Go for it.
Which one are you? The person who needs to check every new word right away, like me, or the person who can just sit with not knowing, like Daniel?
No wrong answer, by the way. Just notice it. It says something about how you'll want to practice.
Keep that in mind. We'll come back to it. Okay, my turn to tell a story.
Please go ahead.
Back in university, I went through a phase of watching this British sitcom every night. No subtitles, just to relax after studying.
Which one?
Doesn't matter. But there was a character who was always disappointed about something, and he kept saying, "I'm gutted."
Classic.
I had no idea what it meant at first, but every time something bad happened to him, he said it. So I started picking up that gutted means really, really disappointed.
See, and this is where I'd actually push back a little.
Oh?
Because what if the show had used it wrong or ironically, just once? You'd have picked up the wrong meaning and never known.
I mean, sure, it's possible, but it happened over and over in the same kind of situation every time. Missed the bus, gutted. Team lost, gutted. Broke his phone, gutted. After the fourth time, I wasn't guessing anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Repetition is what makes the guess safe.
Exactly. One time could be a fluke, 5 times is a pattern.
All right, you've convinced me back.
And a few weeks later, my flight got canceled, and I said out loud, "I'm gutted." It felt right. It felt like it already belonged to me.
That's the magic of picking things up through listening. Words you learn from a textbook feel borrowed. Words you pick up from real conversation feel like yours.
Yes, exactly that. It's yours.
And pick up is a useful phrasal verb here, by the way.
I think I already know this one. Pick up means learning something naturally without really trying, like it just sticks to you.
Exactly right. You didn't even need me for that one.
I have my moments, remember?
You do. I picked up a lot of slang from that show too, actually. Words like reckon. It just means think, like I reckon it's going to rain.
Get the hang of it. Another one for the list.
Becoming comfortable at something after some practice.
I'm getting the hang of this conversation, actually.
See, you used it correctly.
I'm a fast learner.
So, here's something important though. Not everything you listen to helps you the same amount.
What do you mean?
Well, if you listen to something and understand literally nothing, your brain has no clues to work with. It's just noise.
Right. Exhausting, not helpful.
Exactly. But if you understand everything already, easily, there's nothing new to grab onto either. Comfortable, but you're not really growing.
So there's a sweet spot.
There is. It's like, how do I explain this? Okay, imagine you understand most of the story, the general idea, but there are a few words or phrases still a little new. Not too easy, not too hard.
So maybe 80–90% understanding?
Something like that. Enough that you're not lost, but enough new material that your brain has to work a little.
That explains something. I tried watching the news in French once and understood almost nothing. Gave up after 2 minutes.
Too far above your level.
Way too far. But then I found a podcast for learners, spoken a little slower, and it felt completely different.
Because you could keep up with it.
Keep up with it. Following along without falling behind?
Exactly. If something's too fast or too difficult, you fall behind and lose the meaning.
I definitely couldn't keep up with the French news.
Nobody could at that level. Not your fault. Wrong content for where you were.
That's kind of comforting, actually. I always thought it meant I was bad at French.
No, you just picked the wrong door. There's always a door at the right level. You just have to find it.
I like that. The right door.
And it doesn't have to be a podcast. Loads of different doors. Shows give you pictures as extra clues. If someone's crying on screen, you understand the feeling before you understand the words. Music's great for rhythm, but tricky for meaning, because singers stretch words and grammar gets weird. Audiobooks are great if you read along at the same time.
Oh, and video games. I have a friend who says he learned most of his English playing online with people from all over the world.
That's a great one actually, because it's listening plus real communication. You have to respond in real time to be understood. The stakes feel real, so the words stick better.
Emotion helps memory.
Exactly. So there isn't one best type. Try a few doors. See which one makes you want to come back.
And maybe don't force yourself into serious content either. The news, documentaries, you don't need that to improve. A silly comedy or two friends chatting teaches you just as much, probably more, because it's closer to how you'll actually use English.
If you love cooking, listen to people talk about cooking. Follow your own interest, not what you think you should listen to.
That's freeing to hear. Okay, practical question though. How much listening actually is enough, like daily?
Honestly, even 15-20 minutes of real, focused listening beats an hour of background noise.
That's less than I expected.
Right? People think they need hours. They don't. Consistency beats duration every time.
So 15 minutes a day, most days, is genuinely enough?
Genuinely, yes.
Okay, that feels achievable. I was picturing some huge daily commitment.
Nope. Small and steady wins this one. Okay, let's get practical. What do you actually do if you want to improve your English?
Great, can't wait.
Actually, before the last two tips, quick question for you at home.
Ooh, yes.
Which feels hardest for you right now, dropping the subtitles or repeating out loud like we just described?
Say it out loud if you can. Even just the hard one for me is...
No wrong answer, just notice it.
Okay, what's the fourth thing?
Easy one. Background listening. Playing English while you cook, clean, drive.
The one you said isn't useless after all.
Right. On its own, it won't teach you much, but it gets your ear used to the sound and rhythm of English.
So it's not for learning words, it's for comfort.
Exactly. Makes focused listening easier later because your ear isn't fighting an unfamiliar sound anymore.
Like warming up before exercise.
I like that comparison a lot.
Can I admit a mistake I used to make? I think a lot of learners do this.
Go for it.
I used to stop every time I heard a word I didn't know and grab my phone to look it up.
The classic pause and search.
Exactly. And by the time I found it, I'd lost the story completely.
Kills the enjoyment, too. Nobody wants to pause a show every 10 seconds.
So what should you do instead?
Let it go. Your brain's good at guessing meaning from context if you give it the chance.
And if the same word keeps coming back?
Look it up once after you finish, not in the middle. The story stays whole and the word gets connected to a real moment instead of sitting alone on a screen.
Basically what happened with Disahogaise.
Exactly that. I collected little pieces of meaning until the picture became clear on its own.
That's the hardest part though, letting go of not understanding completely.
It is hard. School teaches us that not knowing is a problem to fix immediately. With listening, patience is the actual skill.
Patience is the skill. I like that.
Quick example. Say two friends are talking about a restaurant, and one word keeps popping up, something like overpriced.
If they say, the food was fine, but honestly, it was overpriced, so we won't go back. You don't need a dictionary. Context already tells you it's negative, about money.
Probably meaning too expensive for what you got.
And that guess is close enough to keep listening.
And if it shows up 3 more times, your guess gets stronger until it's just a word you know, no dictionary required. Actually, this reminds me, we got a comment a while back that I still think about.
Oh, tell me.
Someone wrote that they moved to Canada for work, barely spoke English, and for the first year, they just listened. On the bus, at work, at home with the TV on, didn't say much at all.
That sounds lonely, honestly.
It was, they said, but then, almost overnight, in their second year, words just started coming out of their mouth, full sentences, without planning them first.
Like it had been building the whole time, underneath.
Exactly that. They called it the silent year, a whole year of just listening before anything came out.
I love that phrase, the silent year.
I think about it a lot, actually, because it goes against everything we're taught about language learning, that you have to speak constantly to improve.
Right. Everyone says just speak, don't be afraid, make mistakes.
And that's true too, eventually. But maybe listening has to come first, or at least alongside it. You can't pour water out of an empty cup.
Ooh, I like that one.
Thank you, I have my moments too.
Fair, we're even now. Okay, real talk. What do you listen to personally?
Mostly podcasts, people just talking, telling stories.
You always say podcasts, every single time. You're so predictable.
I contain multitudes.
You contain one genre.
Fair. What about you?
Interviews, real people, unscripted, a little messy, and I think that messiness actually helps.
How so?
Because real speech isn't perfect. People pause, say change their sentence halfway through. If you only listen to clean English, you're not ready for real conversations.
Real life doesn't come with a script.
Exactly. So what about you listening right now? What do you usually put on? And more importantly, do you actually understand most of it, or are you a little lost most of the time?
Because if you're a little lost, that's not failure. Might just mean you need an easier door for now.
No shame in that.
We get one comment about this topic constantly, so let's tackle it. I put on a podcast, but after 2 minutes, I lose focus, or I actually fall asleep.
Honestly, that happens to everyone, even in your first language. I've fallen asleep in meetings in my own language before.
Don't judge yourself too harshly then. A few tricks help. Sit up, don't lie down if you're trying to focus. Choose content that's genuinely interesting to you, not what you think you should listen to.
Boring content puts anyone to sleep in any language.
And keep your first sessions short. 10 focused minutes beats an hour with your mind somewhere else completely.
Quality over quantity.
Always. Okay, quick game before we move on.
Ooh, I like games.
I'll describe the meaning, you guess the phrase. Ready?
Ready.
To focus your attention on something.
Tune in.
To learn something naturally without really trying.
Pick up.
Becoming comfortable at something after some practice.
Get the hang of it.
Following along, not falling behind.
Keep up with.
When something slowly becomes part of your understanding.
Sink in.
And the moment something suddenly makes complete sense.
It clicked. Okay, did I win?
You got all 6. You win.
What do I win?
My respect.
I'll take it.
Quick pronunciation moment.
I love these.
Say the word listen.
Listen.
Now say it slowly, letter by letter in your head.
L-I-S-T-E-N.
Right, now notice the T in the middle, we don't actually say it.
Wait, really?
Try it. Say listen, not listen.
Listen. Oh, you're right. That does feel more natural.
Native speakers almost always drop that T. Same with castle or fasten.
That's honestly a little funny since the whole episode is about listening, and even the word listen is hiding a letter from us.
One more, quickly, since we're here. Say Wednesday.
Wednesday. Wait, there's a D I'm not saying, isn't there?
There is. Most people say Wednesday, not Wednesday. The first D basically disappears.
English hides letters everywhere. It's like it doesn't trust us with all of them.
Honestly, fair criticism. Okay, your turn to practice speaking a little.
Pause for a second if you're listening right now.
Think about this. What's something you've picked up just from listening? A phrase from a movie, a line from a song, anything.
Say your answer out loud, even just one sentence. I picked up the phrase.
Say it out loud, even just one sentence. I picked up the phrase.
Don't worry if it's not perfect. Saying it out loud, even alone in your room, trains your mouth and your brain at the same time.
And if you want, share it in the comments too. We genuinely love to see what you picked up.
It feels silly at first, but it works.
Okay, now let's do something fun. Say it better.
We take sentences learners often say and make them sound more natural, keeping it to 6 today, quality over quantity.
Ready. Number 1. I listen music every day.
Missing 2. Better, I listen to music every day. We always need to after listen when we say what we're listening to.
Number 2. I hear a podcast every morning.
Better, I listen to a podcast every morning. Remember, hearing is passive. If you're choosing to play something and follow it, that's listening. I can actually take this one. Number 3, I don't understand when people talk fast.
Go on then.
Better, I have trouble keeping up when people talk fast. See, I remembered keeping up from earlier.
Look at you.
Number 4, my English don't improve.
Better, my English isn't improving. We need isn't, not don't. English is one thing, singular.
Number 5, I listen, but I don't understand nothing.
A few problems there. Better, I listen, but I don't understand everything, and that's okay.
That little addition, and that's okay, that's not grammar, that's attitude.
Changes the whole feeling of the sentence.
Last one, number 6, I am boring when I listen podcast without understand.
Better, I get bored when I listen to a podcast and I don't understand it.
Big difference between boring and bored. If something is boring, it causes the feeling. If you are bored, you feel it.
The podcast is boring. I am bored.
See, I got that one too.
You're stealing my job today.
Fair's fair. You've been talking a lot. Actually, can I sneak in a bonus one? I like this one.
Go for it. We did say quality over quantity, but fine.
I listen podcast in bus.
2 problems there. Better, I listen to podcasts on the bus. We need 2 after listen and on the bus, not in bus.
Small words, but they matter.
They really do. Okay, now we're done. 7, and that's final.
7's a good number.
All right, shadowing time.
Repeat after us at the same speed, copying the rhythm as closely as you can.
I listen to English every single day.
Your turn. Say it with us.
I don't understand every word, and that's fine.
One more time, a little slower.
I don't understand every word, and that's fine.
Little by little, it starts to make sense.
Now try that one out loud on your own.
I love listening to podcasts in the morning.
Good. Faster this time.
Sometimes I listen without any subtitles.
Even if it feels a little embarrassing.
Hey,
It's okay to feel a little lost sometimes.
say that one gently, like you actually mean it.
I'm getting a little better every single day.
One more with a smile.
This word finally makes sense to me now.
I can follow the conversation much better now.
My ear is getting stronger every week.
One more before the finish.
I'm proud of how far I've come already.
I'm proud of how far I've come already.
Nice work. Seriously. Repeat those a few more times later on your own. Your mouth will remember them.
Okay, before we wrap up, what did we actually learn today?
Hearing and listening aren't the same. Hearing's automatic. Listening means you're paying attention.
Not all listening material helps equally. You want something you mostly understand with just a little new material mixed in.
Listening to the same thing twice beats always choosing something new.
Try without subtitles first, even though I'm still not fully sold.
You'll come around.
We'll see. Shadowing helps your pronunciation and rhythm, even if it feels a little silly at first.
Background listening won't teach new words, but it trains your ear.
And don't stop to look up every single word. Let your brain guess from context first.
And maybe the most important one. Words you pick up through listening feel different from words you memorize. They feel like they belong to you.
Like, I'm gutted.
Exactly like I'm gutted.
Or like desahogarse, clicking on a train, months later.
You remembered that.
Of course I did. You told a good story. Can I say something a little cheesy before we wrap up?
Always.
I think the reason I love making this show is that every episode I learn something too. Even today, I didn't know about desahogarse or the silent year before we sat down.
Same, honestly. I learned gutted from you years ago now, and I still use it.
See? Even hosts pick things up just from listening to each other.
Especially hosts, probably.
Okay, that's enough cheese for one episode.
Agreed. All right, before we go, we want to know something.
What's one thing you've picked up just from listening? A phrase from a show, a line from a song, something a friend always says. Tell us in the comments.
We genuinely read them. It makes our day, honestly.
And if today helped you a little, we'd love to have you back. Subscribe if you want more conversations like this.
No pressure, though. Just an invitation.
And hey, if you're not sure what to listen to next, that's okay too. Start with anything you already enjoy in your own language. There's probably an English version of it somewhere.
Good tip. Follow the enjoyment, not the correct choice.
So maybe tomorrow you'll hear one little English phrase somewhere, and maybe it won't make sense yet.
Not yet.
But don't worry about that.
One day it'll click, just like it did for me on that train.
Just like gutted clicked for me.
So keep listening, keep tuning in. You're doing better than you think.
Actually, I'm starving now after all this talking.
See? You remembered that.
I did. Turns out it just stuck.
That's the whole episode right there.
We'll see you in the next conversation.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.